There's one magical, haunted evening each year when all the scary creatures come out to prowl through every neighborhood. But here's the scariest monster of all. Do you know why? This little witch doesn't know it, but she's taking some frightening chances of being hurt. Maybe badly hurt. Her costume is very, very dangerous. Can you see the things that make it dangerous?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Polar Bears Pop Culture Shop TV. This is episode number 45. Before we get into it, please like, subscribe, and hit that sweet bell notification so you can get all the current updates. With that being said, we're going to jump right into it. We came off a big weekend. Jason, how was your weekend?
Weekend was good. Went to Halloween Horror Nights, and also the reason I was there was because I was there for Son of Monster Palooza to sell there. It was pretty cool. The show was good. Halloween Horror Nights was pretty cool. Terrifier was the best haunt out of that one. There was like 10 of them this year, which was pretty good. Terrifier was the best. We talked about this off camera.
What was the worst? Just go to the worst.
Yeah, I'm not going to rank them all.
Yeah.
It'll be Jason Universe was the worst. Like I don't know, they didn't put any effort. I can go on and on about that one. We'll show a few pictures, but I didn't even take enough pictures of that because it was crap. But very disappointed on that one. My daughter was even like, yeah, that was pretty disappointing. So we won't go too much into that. Like, we'll throw some pictures up just because, you know, we can talk all day about that stuff. But if you have any questions about it, definitely hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up in the comments, and Jason will do some play-by-play. Thanks for the shirt, man. Thank you. See? This was from the adventures out there, and he brought me this cool T-shirt. I always
got to bring you guys something for holding it down.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so that was the trip. Yeah, like I said, we won't get too much into that. But one big thing I did want to bring up was we did mention the 350 the last episode.
That's right.
We actually hit it, so we were at 355 as of today.
That is awesome.
What we're going to do is, I got everyone's name in that doesn't keep their account private. We do have them. I wrote them all down, and you can show off what we're giving away.
We're giving away these 3 haunt figures all together. So when you win, you're going to get all 3 of the haunt figures together.
Yep.
We're going to draw a name. Are we going to do that now?
Yeah, we'll do it now because we have them.
One thing before we draw that real quick.
All right, one thing.
Moment of silence. We found out that we lost Drew Struzan. So if you're into any kind of pop culture, he's done a lot of the posters for a lot of the movies that we love. He's a wonderful artist. There's a documentary if you want to go check that out. But just rest in peace, Drew Struzan, man. He was a really, really good contributor to a lot of the fandom that we appreciate. And
even if you didn't know, like, it was his art, like, you would recognize the art. So
even
if you don't know his name, I mean, you would just you'd recognize the iconicness of it. Back to the Future is one of the big ones that I remember just off the top of my head. But
Goonies was the one that I remember.
Yeah.
Of course, the Star Wars ones.
Which one did you say?
Thing?
Oh, yeah.
The Thing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a huge one. That was early on, too. Yeah, he was, like, broke back then when he did those.
We mix them up nice and right. You're pulling it without looking in there.
All right, here we go. This is for the Haunt 3-pack of figures, and thank you to everyone that subscribed. Continue to subscribe and follow us and comment below. Yeah. But I got a winner.
And if we hit 375 before October's up, we'll do, like, some kind of prize
another
pack.
Giveaway,
we'll do something big.
I'll add something to that, too.
This is, I'll probably, Rebeldy 585. Well, I'll message you anyway, but Rebeldy 585. So thanks for subscribing.
Yeah, thank you.
If you see this, actually, I'll contact you before you see this because it'll be out after the fact. But congrats if you are out of state. Don't worry about it. I will ship it.
Yep.
I'll ship it overnight.
Cool.
I'll ship it.
Snail mail.
Yep. So thank you guys again. Yeah, appreciate it. I'll keep that there so I don't forget.
That's huge for us. 355 is pretty big. So we started this.
We've been having some nice jumps.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So
put that there. But without further ado, because we did want to keep this one kind of short since we're recording Monday and there was a power outage because of the weather we're having. So we kind of just rebooted everything and
deleted the file.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything. Okay, Edgar deleted the file.
Due to unforeseen difficulties.
Well, it was due to the storm and why we couldn't finish anyway. So we are filming now Wednesday for Monday release. But that being said, we're going to jump into, we only got a couple weeks left of this too. So we're gonna jump into we're calling it whatever, underrated horror movies.
Underrated horror movies, favorite, yeah. Polar bears
and Friends,
yeah.
and Friends, underrated horror movies for the spooky season. You weren't here last week, so now we got you back to jump it off with. You stole one of the ones I was going to use, so I had to pivot, but that's fine. There's plenty of movies out there. It's just finding the right ones. I've been doing research too, and I'm like, would this be a good movie to put on? And then I rewatch it again, and I'm like, no, it's not. So.
Yeah.
Have you seen Fade to Black? I know we're off camera, but Fade.
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be more fun than what it was. So
Yeah.
but check us out too on Letterboxd, because I did review that one on there. Edgar,
cool.
I will give you the info. We'll put it actually up on the screen this time for both of ours. So because you got a ton of stuff we don't talk about that's gonna be on yours. So if you're interested in seeing what Edgar's into, definitely check that out. But we'll put those on screen. I think mine's Polar Bear 2025, but I could be wrong. Yeah, is that what it was? Yeah. Okay, Edgar put it last time. We'll put his up. I'm only up to like 23 films that I try to do them now as I watch them. I haven't really gone back and done all that yet, but I will do that. So that being said, James going to jump it off with his pick. Like, this is the one that he stole from me. So
Yep. I got my 2 picks. I was going to do some current ones, but since these are underrated, kind of never really slept on, I'd say is more like slept on. But I had to pick some 80s joints. So my pick first, and this is the 2-pack, but my original pick is The House.
In 1980, they terrified the world with Friday the 13th. Now, Sean Cunningham and Steve Miner have found a new home for horror. House. It's waiting for you. No! House.
But it was William Catt, featuring William Catt. If you watch, he was in a TV show. It was like
Greatest American Hero.
Yeah. Everyone kind of remembers the song. But when I was a kid growing up, and I was just talking to a friend in the back, I couldn't really handle the real hardcore scary movies. They would always freak me out. I couldn't sleep. My mom would get mad and be like, "You're not watching these anymore."
Yeah.
But when you watch these, like, I would call them like more like horror comedy, campy style movies. I could dig this.
Yeah, that
like,
actually is a horror comedy. Yeah, that's what it's listed as.
Good. A good movie. It's not gonna scare you to death, but it's good enough to enjoy as a horror, and then it's kind of funny. But I always like the drawing. That's what I was gonna say. So going back into kind of like the Drew Struzan thing, I'm always drawn to the artwork first, and if the artwork draws me and then the movie's good, then I always end up putting it into my collection. My second pick.
Hold on.
Okay.
Speeding through it. Hold on. Because I like this movie, so we got to talk about it. You can't just
cool.
jump in.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, you're right. It is probably a good entry level horror movie. There's some creepy stuff to it. The story's pretty good. Mm-hmm. He's a writer. He was in Vietnam. He goes back to his aunt's house, who just passed away.
Does he inherit the house?
Yeah, possibly like killing herself, but they don't.
They don't say.
Well, they show, but it's because the house had something to do with it. Mm-hmm. So he kind of knows right away. So he starts investigating. Some of his past come back, like,
the Vietnam.
Yeah, the Vietnam
scenes.
Bull from Night Court. I don't know what his real name is, but George Wendt from Cheers is in it as well.
Yeah, he's the neighbor, right?
Yeah, but the special effects are pretty good. Like you said, it is funny and has the horror elements and funny. And then the one part that I always remember when I was little, I thought it was cool. He's babysitting, remember, the neighbor's kid, and he's all buzz off, and he has buzz off in his hand, the He-Man buzz off, and he says it like a couple times, and he's playing with buzz off.
Yep.
So the movie might actually be 85, 86 if
if it's
I don't know for sure, but
definitely
a good entry level one if you're looking for something that's not going to scare the crap out of you.
Yep.
With still a little bit of spooky elements, and it's called House because it is a house that is kind of trying to control what's going on, I guess. Like. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't say possess people, but yeah, trying to.
It's definitely got some entity living in, or the house is somewhat controlling the whole situation. I like the caterpillar dog.
That's House 2.
That's House 2.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was going to mention that. I was like, it looks like a pug, but it's a worm.
It's
like
a worm dog. Yeah. So okay.
Second one's more campy, so I don't
even more.
If you like the first one, though, you would definitely like the second one. But the first one's better.
Yep.
Yes, caterpillar dog second
part. Yeah.
Yeah, this one has that like weird like old lady looking thing that's in the.
That was a little freaky. His friend, he freaks me out too when he comes back and he's kind of like zombie fight and stuff. Yeah, it was
good
nice.
Special effects, definitely.
Yeah.
So check that one out. And then what was your next one? Or do you want to? Well, yeah, just do yours, and then we'll have Edgar come on, and then we'll do ours. I guess.
I couldn't find the right box cover because we had both versions, and I was looking right before I took off out of the house to go in. So my second pick is The Gate.
I'm calling the police. Demons. No.
The Gate.
Starts this Friday at selected theaters near you.
And the version that I like with the artwork is where it's showing like the board, and then there's like the gate opening, and then the hand is coming out. That's my preferred one. We own that one, but we also own another copy where it's young Steven Dorff, and he's got like a silhouette almost with the light coming behind
the light's
him.
coming out of the hole.
I don't like that one. I'm all about the artwork.
Well, yeah, because it's not the original one you're used to. It's probably the one they made for the video. But.
Yeah, it's like the homemade ones where it's like a $5 video. But that's a young Deacon Frost in the Gate. And what I like about that movie, same thing, man. I just started thinking like, what were movies that I liked that the rest of the horror people in my family, they were more into like The Exorcist, The Omen, Phantasm, Poltergeist. But me, I was like, yo, I can handle these. The Gate was another one. It was really dope. Like, young Steven Dorff is like, they're playing like light as a feather. Then his parents are gone, and all like his buddies like conjuring up some demons,
some
playing
satanic,
a record backwards.
Shenanigans.
It's fun. Yeah, it's really fun, and it was good. It was entertaining, and for the cast not being like a big cast and stuff, I thought it like stands up. Like it's still a good movie.
Special
to this
effects
day.
are good for the time too.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a little bit dated, but at
is
the
it
time,
claymation that they make the
it's
little
stop motion?
stop
They're
motion?
made out of clay, definitely.
Yeah.
But like when the dude falls and they all turn into little things,
That
it's
was
like
cool.
the screen behind them. They used to do that. There's creepy stuff. That zombie kind of guy that.
It lives in the wall. That they
Spoiler alert! He lives in the wall. Yeah.
Well, he was building the house.
Yeah, he's building the house.
Yeah.
They didn't smell him, but but it's cool. Yeah, definitely a good movie. That's I guess you could say it's more like an entry level too if you're looking for something kind of fun.
Yeah, definitely.
And not as scary, but there's some spooky elements to it. And like I said, that dude is doing some satanic ritual stuff. So definitely some good picks.
Quick side note.
Yeah.
They made The Gate Part 2, and I watched it. Definitely nowhere near The Gate 1. So I can tell right away, like, the writing was better, the video was, or the way it was shot was better, the storytelling was better. So Gate 2, but Gate 1.
I imagine 2 probably went straight to, like, video, I would think. I didn't even know it was out till you told me about it, honestly. So.
I just found out about it.
And then you're like, you should watch it, even though you told me it wasn't good. So I'm like, well, that doesn't sell me on it, so... So
always got to recommend.
Maybe I'll go back and watch the first one, and then maybe I'll check out the second one.
So what's your picks?
Real quick side note: House. I just told Edgar off camera. Directed by Steve Miner. I don't know if a lot of people know that. Of Friday 13th Part 2 fame. Yes. And 3. Yeah. And Halloween.
Ooh.
Yeah. H20.
So he's got some under his belt.
Yeah, he's got some decent
he's got some
stuff.
good movies under his belt.
And he's written some stuff, I think, too. Okay.
Now he just went down a couple notches.
Okay. Edgar, get out of here. James stole mine, so no House. But I did get to talk about it. So I'm gonna go 80s too as well, just because both of them kind of have to do with Halloween too. One more loosely, but the first one is Waxwork.
Vestron Pictures welcomes you into a new dimension in terror. Waxwork.
Not to be mistaken with House of Wax, because they did the Vincent Price, and then the Paris Hilton one. So Waxwork. That one is on Tubi and I believe Prime. I did just recently watch that one a couple months ago, so that's why it's more fresh in my mind. It's Halloween. This wax museum that travels pops up in this small town, and then they say they're teenagers, but they don't look like teenagers. They're older
never do,
teenagers.
huh?
No, it's
In
the
the
dude
80s?
from Gremlins. The main dude from Gremlins.
Oh.
He's one of the he's the main character, but Howie Mandel Jr. They get invited to go to this wax museum on Halloween night, so they go there, and of course the guy that owns it or whatever has other like plans that he's doing, you know, some not so great intentions, but they kind of, some of them get sucked into the actual wax museum like displays they have, and then they get transported into like that like realm, so it's kind of cool. So there's like vampires and like monsters and stuff like that. Special effects are pretty good for it for the time. Loosely based, like I said, they'd mention Halloween, but it's not really like the focal point, other than like he has to get something done by midnight or whatever on Halloween. But it's a pretty fun movie. It's a little bit not real spooky. I mean, it's just kind of cool with the designs and stuff and what they do with the special effects. So I do recommend that one.
Zach Galligan was
Zach Galligan, yeah.
was.
I didn't write it on my notes, but I was like, if I say Gremlins guy, you guys would know.
Yeah, we know it was Billy.
Or Howie Mandel Jr., as Edgar likes to call him. But that's a 1988 movie. Check that one out. I never hear much about it, so I don't know. I figured I'll throw that one out there. You know, like I said, we make suggestions. It doesn't mean they're the best movies, but it's just something different than what you've probably been watching. So another one I have is a 1980s as well. This one I kind of had to pivot and pick because You Stole My House one. Trick or Treat from 1986. Not Trick or Treat, Trick or Treat from 1986.
I've heard of raising spirits from the dead by incantations, right? I did that by playing a record backwards.
These evil people have just got to be stopped.
What have you done to your stereo?
I wanted the new one.
Trick or Treat, rated R. Starts Friday, October 24th at theaters everywhere.
This one is during the time when they had the, you know, satanic panic and all that stuff. So like 1986, when all the like hair bands were out, all the heavy metal was out. So they made a movie based on it with the premise is, of course, a metalhead kid in high school who kind of gets bullied and stuff like that because he's into like the heavy metal and these other people aren't, you know, that's his life, heavy metal. Sammy Kerr, who went to the same high school as him at one point, was going to come do a concert there. But since all the satanic panic and everything on the news, they canceled it. Well, before the guy could even, like, anything happens after that, the dude dies in, like, a hotel fire. Sammy Kerr, the lead singer, like, the guy that he's into. So the main character goes to a radio station where they have his final recording on an acetate record. Talks to the DJ, says something about that he already recorded it onto something else, so he gave it to him since he's like his biggest fan. And the DJ is what's his name from Kiss?
Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons, whatever.
Okay.
And Ozzy Osbourne makes an appearance too. He's actually like a evangelical guy, like speaking against like heavy metal, like on the TV.
This sounds good.
So what happens is it has to do with Halloween night as well when this record gets played, because the dude was supposed to play it over the radio too, but the other guy takes it home, starts playing it backwards, and realizes there's messages in there. So now he starts standing up for himself, but then he starts realizing he's getting more darker into, like, he almost kills like a kid at school, like with the like in shop class. So he's like, yeah, this isn't right. This dude doesn't have good intentions. So he tries to go do something about it. Well, it's already too late. Like, Sammy Kerr's already like got his power and stuff. And so, like, of course, the thing, I don't know, the record player like starts playing by itself and, you know, all this stuff. I think he spills something on it. I can't remember. I think he spills like soda on it. So Sammy Kerr comes back. So now he's like a spirit, but now he can go through like speakers and stuff like that, any kind of like airwave, and just pop up. So he ends up going and doing a concert after all at that school, and then, you know, but he just starts like murdering people and stuff like that. So now the main character has to figure out a way to
stop him,
send Kerr back to hell, because Sammy Kerr made a deal with the devil. That's what that last recording was, that it would have, like, if it was played at midnight on Halloween that, he's back now,
Sounds good.
It's interesting. It's 80s cheesiness for sure. It's not the best, but I mean, it's kind of fun. Sammy Kerr is not a name that a lot of people know, but
yeah,
he is a horror. I think they were trying to make him like a horror icon, like he was going to be the next Freddy, but it just never like took off. So, but that is my other one, Trick or Treat, not Trick or Treat from 2007. Trick or Treat.
Come on,
and I think that is on Trick or Treat is on Prime. It's shown. Oh, you have to pay for it, I think, though, because I didn't see it on Prime when I was looking for it to kind of recap because I haven't seen it in a while. So
yeah,
and Edgar just fumbled. But yeah, so we're gonna get Edgar on here. He's gonna talk about two or three of them because I think he has a loaded stack today. So we will get him on. So that's our picks. Go back and watch the last 2 videos now, 2 or 3 videos that we've been doing this. Three videos. All right, go back, start at 41, and then work your way. We've been giving recommendations if you're looking for something
to watch,
and then again check out our lettered box because then there's
even more.
Edgar has thousands of movies on there. I think, or at least 1,000. Yeah, but if there's something you didn't know about, like he'll definitely have it on there. So, all right, we're gonna have Edgar up. All right, we got Edgar up with his deep cuts. I guess we'll say his picks.
Well,
yeah.
I always like to think people know these, but you never know. This one, some of you might. Hope some of you do. Carnival of Souls.
Carnival of Souls arouses such emotion that the management has been forced to state positively no refunds. Carnival of Souls is the shocker of all time, guaranteed to sweep you into a new dimension of picture making. You can't afford to miss Carnival of Souls.
From 1962. Really good movie, black and white. It involves a woman who gets into an accident after she's racing in a car, and after the accident, things just seem off. She starts seeing like apparitions and ghosts, and she feels this place that's a carnival calling to her. And throughout the movie, she kind of gets closer and closer until you figure out what's going on, which is not hard to. I think there's a twist that a lot of you might see coming, but even then, it's a great movie. It's very atmospheric, kind of a slow burn.
Yeah, I think the plot. I think the twist. I think you from the beginning, you should know. What it is. Yeah.
If you ever seen a movie ever,
okay, I don't know about
you will
being
know.
Harsh. Like if you've ever watched anything in your life.
Well, it's real. I mean, the first time I saw it, I was like, okay, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
But maybe you haven't. Maybe this will shock you. Which, in case, I'm jealous of you. I guess it's a really good movie though. Very low budget. Very easy to find because it's public domain. When the filmmaker Herc Harvey made it, he didn't copyright it. Back then you had to put the little copyright under the title and whatnot. He did not do that, so immediately this became public domain. So you can find it pretty much anywhere.
Okay.
The only 2 streaming services that didn't have it for some reason were Netflix and Hulu.
Okay. Well, I mean, they probably,
don't care enough.
Yeah.
But it's everywhere else. It's on Prime, HBO, Tubi. HBO actually might be the best place to have it because I think it's this restoration, which looks pretty good. This was lost for a while. I think it wasn't until the late 80s that they were able to find the film and.
Oh, okay. So they didn't make it in anything up until that point? Like, it was never put out on anything until they found, like, they didn't have the stuff to do it till that time then?
It was on drive-ins a lot when it came out in the 60s, like in 62, and it was a cut-down version. This is 78 minutes, and I know they cut it down to, like, 70
at
so
the
drive-ins to play it more.
Basically has stuff that if you watch it at the theater, like, that has 8 extra minutes, possibly.
Pretty much, yeah. If you saw this back in 1962, this is it's an extended cut. And the director's so this is the only thing that he ever made. Unfortunately, when it came out, it wasn't well liked. I know the actress, her agent dropped her after this movie came out. I don't know if it was because they thought the content was too much or what it was, but she made 2 more movies after this and then nothing really after that. The director, this is the only movie he ever did, but he did a lot of, so his job was, he made short films on safety.
Okay.
So kind of like a, for hire guy.
Yeah.
And you can find them on YouTube too, and one of the short films that he did is Safety on Halloween.
Oh, okay.
So he's kind of walking you he's walking you through how you can make your kids costume safe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a little part where he's telling. There's a little girl that's dressed up as a witch, but she's on black, obviously, and he's like, "Well, you shouldn't do that." Yeah. Well, that's him.
Yeah.
And then they tell her to make the costume white.
Yeah, because the car can't see. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like one kid catches on fire because he doesn't have the flame retardant.
I don't know about that. Which one's that?
I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. But no, I was seeing those safety videos where the guy...
The razor blade in the apple.
Yeah, or like the forklift through the...
Oh, those. Okay, yeah. You put your hand on the engine and it drags you along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun.
So you did fun stuff, you're saying, yeah, because that...
Yeah, these are for kids, I think, so that they know what to do on Halloween. But all of them are on YouTube, so if you want to watch a Halloween one, it's like a nice little thing you can show your kids. It's 10 minutes long. He goes through a lot of
scenarios.
Halloween safety. Something he doesn't say, though, and I don't know if you know if it's true or not, but I've always seen in some movies that take place on Halloween in the 80s, the razor blade in the candy.
It was a big thing, but it also, I think, was not true.
Okay.
As far as I know,
knew anybody personally that got.
I think that was just like, back then, because how news got around. I don't think it was ever like a fact that it happened. I mean, I'm sure stuff was put in stuff, but like candies and stuff. But I'm sure something happened somewhere, but I don't think there was a razor blade in the apple. Well, Halloween 2 used it.
I was gonna say Halloween 2 has that scene, and it's gnarly. If any of you guys know anybody that bit into a candy,
so my knowledge, it's urban legend, but I don't know everything, but I didn't see a lot about it. Like, but then I was a little kid in the 80s too, so I probably wasn't paying attention other than hearing about the story, but not fact finding it. So
I never found any candy.
I don't think there is. I think parents use it to check the candy so they could take what they wanted to. So they're like, we got to check your candy before
there you go.
You can eat it.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. So yeah, good pick.
You've seen it.
Yeah. Like I said, the story's a little bit lacking, but I mean, the visuals and everything are great.
The presentation really sells it, and it's super low budget. Yeah. I'm super impressed with the way it looks, knowing how much it cost. I think, not really a spoiler, it's the first 5 minutes of the movie, but that scene where the car goes off the bridge, I guess he only paid $12 for that because he needed. I guess the town told him, like, all you need to do is replace the railing after you crashed through it. So he paid like $12
to replace the wood.
I'm sure back then $12 was maybe more than it is now.
Oh, yeah, but it definitely was more, but we're not talking.
But he replaced that for $12.
Okay.
The car, I think it was like a salvage car or something like that.
They did,
just throw.
probably. Yeah.
I doubt they even got it out of the river, but
they only had one shot.
Pretty much. And George Romero says that this is what inspired him to do Night of the Living Dead. So,
because that was done on a lower budget too. So I'm sure, just get some people together and.
I think Carnival of Souls, his crew, he's talked about his crew to make the movie was 5 people total. Okay. So it's like super low shoestring.
That makes sense because there's not a lot going on in it. Yeah, and then just. Yeah.
But when you watch it and you see the scenes in the carnival and you see the scenes, when she's racing. Scenes in the city where she's seeing the ghost and whatnot. It's really, really cool. Yeah. It's super impressive the way that it looks for something that did not cost that much.
Yeah. Sometimes, like I said, it doesn't have to be about the budget because I see some of these ones. I'm like, I get a low budget, but like you can figure stuff out on it.
Make it look good.
And dialogue doesn't cost a budget, I guess, unless you're not paying a high dollar writer, I guess. But
I wish he made more movies, but unfortunately. We only got the one, but it's a real good one.
If it was a hit, he would have did more. Yeah.
Pretty much. And then the second one I got is Cure by Kiyoshi Kurosawa.
前は俺の中にあったものが今全部外にある。その代わり俺自身は空っぽになった。
No relation to Akira Kurosawa.
Okay.
Just because I thought they were, but maybe not.
You looked it up right away?
I looked at the first time I saw his name, I was like, ooh, and it's not.
Okay.
Really good movie. Japanese. It's a slow burn mystery, I want to say. more than straight up horror. It involves a police officer who is investigating these murders where somebody seemingly murders another person for no reason.
Okay.
And then when they get asked, why did you do it or what happened, they don't remember doing the murder.
Okay.
And then he slowly realizes that there is a third person that's always at the scene of the crime.
They're controlling things.
And he starts to get closer and closer. When the reveal happens, I think it's pretty creepy, but it's a slow burn.
Okay.
So it's more of a thriller, I want to say.
A lot of the Japanese like horror ones that I've seen are a lot of them are slow burns. That's kind of the thing when they're like movies like that, which that's just the style of it. Like it's not anything against it. It's just.
Yeah, no, and that's what I would even say might be a little slower because it's not like The Ring or The Grudge where there's something supernatural actively happening. This is more of a police investigation.
Yeah, like maybe like 7 or something.
Kind of like 7, yeah. I think 7 would be a good comparison there, where he's just trying to find out, and the creepiness is like once he starts to put together what's happening and he starts to see, why it's happening. That's the part that kind of gets under your skin.
Is that a newer one?
It's from 1997.
Okay, so not old, not new, kind of.
But this is a recent Blu-ray. Yeah, it's a recent restoration that was done. You can rent it on Amazon, I believe, for $3.50.
Okay.
If you're subscribed to the Criterion channel, you can just watch it there.
How much is Criterion?
I subscribed when they first launched it, so I'm grandfathering into, I think it's $80 a year. I think if you subscribe now, it's $99 a year, which is still
that's still under $10
under $10 a year, and they have a lot of good movies. Obviously, they have like more artsy horror like this, but they just have movies all over the. Actually, his new movie that just came out, Kiyoshi Kurosawa's Cloud.
Okay.
It's streaming there. It didn't come out in theaters because nobody really picked. I mean,
it didn't come out in theaters.
Not here. It came out in New York and LA as they usually do.
Yeah.
But in
I'm saying even overseas too. They probably was in Japan or.
But it's streaming there, so it's kind of cool that they do get newer movies from overseas to stream. So if you're into that, if you're into foreign movies, or if you're into maybe more niche stuff, it's pretty good. I found a lot of good stuff on there just browsing around.
That's good. Yeah.
A lot of movies from the 50s, the 60s. Movies. I think the oldest thing I've seen on there is from that I've personally seen was a movie from Mexico from 1935.
Okay.
So if you like to discover things like that, it's a good buck. It's a good value for your buck.
They got the luchador dude, the luchador
El Santo.
Yeah, El Santo.
They had one streaming on there.
Nice.
Yeah, so like I said, you can always, and I think this month they are doing. They added a lot of John Carpenter movies.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that's something I like about him. I'm gonna go off on a little tangent, but
go ahead.
Netflix, Hulu, HBO. As much as I like HBO, they don't really curate what they put on there. They seem to just put stuff out in the ether and see what sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Criterion does have real people behind trying to curate some kind of collection every month.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that'd be cool.
And every month they try to do a new one. Like last month they did a nunsploitation, so they had a lot of those sleazy nun movies, from the 70s or whatnot.
Yeah.
This month for horror, somebody put together a John Carpenter collection on there.
So that's worth it. Yeah.
They have things like Assault on Precinct 13, Prince of Darkness that might not be streaming on other stuff. They'll put it on there.
I don't think it was. I think when we put it, I don't think it was on anything.
Yeah, because they just added it for this month, I believe. Yeah. So, yeah, stuff like that, and every month they switch it up a bit. So,
yeah, that's cool because a lot of streaming too, like they'll have the same stuff on there too, and it's like okay.
Yeah, with no real rhyme or reason. They just throw whatever, and it's up to you to find it.
That's all. They gave us the rights to use this for a little bit. So
when you log in on here, they'll tell you, like, this is what's new this month. This is the new collection that we put together this month. They do it by filmmaker. They'll do it by writer, whatever. So
you might have to check it out then. You might have me sold. I might be canceling something else just to get that then.
And real quick, squeeze this one in.
Take your time.
Demon Seed.
Okay.
I cannot touch your body as a man would touch you, but my child shall live as a man among others.
Child?
My child and yours.
In the privacy of a woman's room, against her will, the inconceivable act. Julie Christie carries the demon seed. Fear for her. Demon seed. Rated R.
Based on a book by Dean Koontz, who I've never read in my life.
He did a lot of stuff, yeah, like a lot. They made a lot of movies off his stuff.
I think his name popped up here and there, and I didn't realize he wrote that much.
Yeah.
But I guess he's kind of
he's been writing since like the early 70s, I think, so there was a lot of material to do off of his stuff.
I know I listened to a podcast called The King Cast, and whenever something goes wrong, they blame it on Dean Koontz, because he's like the
because he has
arch enemy of Stephen King. But this is based. I haven't read this, so I don't know how different the book is from this movie. This is pretty crazy. It's a computer that becomes alive. It gains sentience and wants to impregnate the wife of the scientist that created it.
Okay. Kind of like Superman 3.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah. No. Actually. I mean, Superman 3 might be
sentient robots. I don't know. Just
this Carrier movie, just in a filmmaking standpoint. Okay. But yeah, kind of like Superman 3, Demon Seed. Julie Christie, she was a great actress, back in the 70s. She's in My Cave and Miss Miller.
So
have you seen this?
No. I was gonna say spoiler. Does it go through? Does it happen?
It does. I don't think it's a spoiler because we have a picture of the
golden baby on the back.
Golden baby in the back, so it's even if you're spoiled.
So so what's it called? Demon Seed. So
Demon
is it supposed
Seed.
to be like Antichrist, or is it just a computer?
Really. It's not really supernatural at all. It's a computer. It's kind of like a Black Mirror episode almost, like a really early Black Mirror episode trying to blur the boundaries of like.
Is it baby Mark Zuckerberg? Do they say like?
It's Elon Musk, actually. I think it's the backstory.
Okay, no, I have not seen that though. But
you should watch it.
Should I?
It's really weird.
Okay.
This director, Donald Cammell, he did a movie with Mick Jagger called
Free
Performance.
Jack? Free Jack? No, Performance. He didn't do Free Jack? Okay.
Performance that gets really weird also. Although that one he co-directed with another guy that's also weird. But yeah, he did a horror movie later in his life. He didn't direct that much, and sadly he did take his own life later on. But one of the last movies he did is called The White of the Eye.
Okay.
Which I think I mentioned that to you before, and you said you've seen it. I haven't seen it.
I don't know.
It was shot here in Arizona.
Unless I'm thinking of some. I don't know. I'd have to see like the cover and all that, and it'll bring back memories.
Yeah, but Demon Seed actually. While we figure The White of the Eye, just let me see where it's streaming.
It's streaming on wherever your WB movies are streaming.
Probably HBO because it's Warner Brothers, but
they don't have other stuff on there though.
They don't, and they've been taking some stuff up. Okay, so Demon Seed is on Tubi.
Huh. Right.
So you can watch it on Tubi.
Okay.
With ads.
If I want to.
I recommend it. It looks some of the special effects, because when they reveal the computer, not a spoiler really, it's this weird hexagon shape, like this giant weird shape, and it unfolds into this like arms.
Okay.
And the way it moves is when the arm unfolds, the other one folds out, and it's kind of like rotating.
Oh, okay. He's like,
it looks really, really cool. Like whoever did, I don't know who it is. I wish I did my research before.
They didn't have
but
personal computers back then, so they had the big old giant box.
Whoever did those special effects, this looks fantastic.
We'll look into that and see. Yeah.
And it's kind of like pseudoscience, it makes you think a little bit, but
okay. So there you go. Carries. Well, so it's called Demon Seed. They're just saying Julie Christie carries. Okay.
Yeah, kind of like a little tagline. Yeah.
Cool.
Demon Seed.
So that is some more top picks for you guys. Like I said, if you're looking for stuff to watch, we got them for you. We got suggestions.
Yeah. And Letterboxd, Polar Bear 2025.
Is that what it was?
That's what you told me.
I think it is. I made it this year, so. But
I'll double check and I'll add it. And then mine is just eDriver, EDRIVER. Okay. And yeah, you can follow us, see what we watch, see what we write about him. He writes some pretty cool stuff about him actually. So
I don't know.
Get some insights into our minds.
Siskel and Ebert here.
Yeah, Siskel.
Wait. Siskel. No. Which one?
It could be. I mean, those guys flip back so much that it could be either of us.
Well, really. I was doing weight-wise, like size-wise. But all right, yeah. So we're gonna have one more episode before Halloween, so we'll definitely have more picks. Next episode, 46.
Go out with a bang.
Yeah, this is episode 45. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment for sure. We've been getting some good comments on what your guys' picks are. So you guys have put some out there. A lot of them we kind of know about already, but there's a few that I didn't hear about. So thank you guys for that.
And let us know what you think. If you watched them, if you watch any of our suggestions, let me know what you think. If you watch Demon Seed, for sure.
Yeah.
And then, we'll see you guys on the next one.
All right.